3, 2, 1, action. It's experiment time, friends. Don't forget, we're going to be using some things that you might not want to use by yourself, so make sure you have a parent nearby. This is not a game. Make sure you got a parent nearby. He knows what I'm talking about. Here's what you'll need. This is all you'll need for this experiment. So let's look at each piece individually. You'll need a pretty big container. You can use a plastic one or a metal one. Either one's okay. You'll need a pair of tongs. That way you can lift a hot object without burning your hands. You'll also need an empty soda can, a small amount of water that we will be putting in the soda can, a bowl of cool water, and a small bowl of ice. So let's get started. Take your can and your small container of water, and all you're gonna do is just pour it down in there. You don't need too much water. That should be enough. And see, I had a very small container. The next part is the part that you may need a parent's help for. You're gonna take the can and put it on one of your stove burners. Just be very careful that you don't overheat the can. The main thing that you're gonna be looking for and listening for is that you hear the water inside of the can boiling. While your can's heating up, you're gonna have some time to waste. So why not get ready for the next step? So now we're gonna get our water ready for our can. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your water and pour it into your plastic or metal container. Okay, it doesn't need to be to the top or anything. Okay, and then I'm also gonna take my ice and put it in there. That way our water cools down. And I'm still heating. Might as well waste a little time. Yeah. Now during all this, make sure you're keeping a good eye on your can. Listen to that baby and see the steam. That's when you know it's ready. So now grab your kitchen tongs and your nice container of water, and you're ready for the next step. Okay, now you want to grab your can, make sure your oven's turned off, and you're gonna very quickly pour it and put it in and watch that can. Look at that can. Take a look at that can. It's really compressed. So let's talk about what exactly happened. So let's talk about the why. So we had this can, and we put this can on a hot burner. See the hot? It's hot. And inside of this can, we had a small amount of water. Well, the burner starts to heat up that water. See my arrows pushing in? And that water inside the can, well, it starts heating. And the molecules are moving, everybody's moving around. And eventually, it turns into water vapor. See my water vapor coming? And we even saw it in the video coming out of the can hole. So what happened when all that is going on, it's pushing all the air out, and it is eventually turning this can into a low pressure system. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna make an extreme change to this can. We are gonna take it and change what's going on inside of it. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the big change that we're gonna be making. So we have this container of water, and it is a cold container of water. It actually has our ice in it, and we have our can, and that can contains a low pressure system inside of it. So we're going to take that can and we're going to push him down into that cold water. Okay, remember there's no air inside of the can. So what's going to make the can collapse? So it's already been hot in there. Okay, so then we're going to put it into this cold water. So let me get rid of this and let's put our can down into the water. There he is in the water. Okay, so I am causing an extreme change because I'm cooling the can and causing the water vapor inside of the can to condense. And I'm making a partial vacuum inside of it. And the extreme low pressure that's inside of there is going to get chased by that high pressure. And that high pressure is going to put pressure on the outside of the can, causing the can to crush. And it's crazy to think that the pressure is actually from outside of the can. So when the water vapor inside the can condensed, the can was empty and had no air. So you may have expected the water in the pan to fill in through the little hole in the can. So some of the water did go into the can because when we were watching the video, when I essentially lifted it up, some of the water did move into it, but not a lot. There's a very small hole. So a little bit of water went in there, but not a lot. And since a lot of water couldn't get in there to stop the can from crushing, the high pressure on the outside caused that can to crush. And that is why that can got stomped. And that's why the can got crushed. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week where you can see another 5th grade John Small science teacher perform another awesome science experiment. Until next time, friends, experiment safely.